to learn about knots and what you're going to use knots for on a sailboat. Today we're going to learn two different kinds of knots. We're going to learn a reef knot and an 8 knot. So we're going to start with the figure 8 knot. Alright, what do you think does anybody know what you might use a figure 8 knot for on a sailboat?
Stop or not?
Alright, okay, so what are you going to use, like what are you going to stop with it?
The main sheet from coming out.
Alright,
Or the
good,
jib
okay.
sheet.
Or the jib sheet. Right, so it's a stopper knot. What might happen if you didn't tie a figure 8 knot at the end of your main sheet? Like,
You'd lose control of the sails.
yeah, okay. So you're not gonna be able to, it might slip out through the block and you're gonna lose control. But it helps keep control. Good. So we're gonna learn how to tie it now. So I'm gonna take your rope. You're gonna make a loop. So the top part, see this top part here? You're going to take the top side of the rope and you're going to put it under. And see there's like an 8 there now? Hence the name figure 8. And you're going to take this one again and put it through there and pull it tight. So it makes a nice knot that's really sturdy, but it's also super easy to undo when you're done. Okay, so I'm going to give you a rope each, and we're going to do it together, slowly, to figure it out. Good. Okay, so, first step. What's the first step? You make a loop, right? Okay. And then, with which part do you use to wrap around under?
Top one.
The top part, right? So you put the top part under this one here. And then what's next?
Put it through the first.
Yeah, you put it through the original loop. Good. And then you take them. Two. Pull. Good. Okay, so everybody did it. Let's see if you can do it without assistance this time. Davidson. Okay, good job. Nathan. Nice. Oh, you got like 6 done already.
No, that's only 2.
Alright. Well, good job. That was pretty simple for you guys. Maybe a reef knot will be a little bit harder. Alright. So, the next one we're going to learn is the reef knot. It's also called a square knot, and it's sort of a tricky knot. Do you know what you might use a reef knot for, Dave? Like on an opti or a laser. Or your sailboat.
Tying something down?
Tying something down, okay. So, like the mast, maybe, because on an opti, like you guys are sailing, the mast can come out, right? So, to stop that from happening, you're going to tie a reef knot around it. So, it's a tie-down knot. You can also use it as a clue tie-down, but you guys don't really need to know that. So, what would happen, well, this is fairly obvious. Nathan, what would happen if we didn't have a reef knot to tie down that?
If you capsized, you'd lose your mast, which would
Right.
not be good.
No, you don't want to lose your mast because you have to go swim down after it. Okay, so, keeps things together. So, there are some problems with this knot. There's other knots that you can use in the same situation that might be better. But it's really quick to tie and it's pretty simple. The only thing is that it comes undone fairly easily. So you don't want to trust it with super important things that you don't have a backup for. learn how to tie. There's sort of a rule of thumb when you're tying, like a simple catchphrase that you use when you're tying a reef knot or a square knot. You say right over left and under. Take the top. Left over right and under. So then you. Okay, so did you see that? That's what it's supposed to look like. And it comes undone really easily. So, let's try it together. You're going to take them, and you go right over left. And then you tuck it under. Yeah. And then left over right, and tuck it under again. And then you pull the two ends tight. Like that. Yeah, good job, you all got it. Alright, let's try it again by yourself. So yeah, like you can see there's like the loop that you make, right? It's really handy for making just loop, loop. But it's not going to hold tight necessarily. Okay? So now we're going to move on to a little bit of the game just to sort of reinforce what you've learned. We're going to start, but everybody's going to tie an 8 knot as fast as they can. And the first one to finish it has to put up their hand, show me the knot, and then give me the main use of it, the main use that we discussed for it. Okay? So everybody put their ropes, everybody understand? Good? Good? Okay. Put your rope flat on your lap so that nobody's cheating. Put your hands on your knees. Okay, on your mark, get set, tie 8 knot. Davidson, can I see your knot?
As a stopper knot for like the main sheet or the jib sheet, so it doesn't come undone.
Right. Okay, good job. Are there any? Yeah. Okay, you're right. Good job. Oh, Eli just keeps tying them. Good job. Okay, so next we're gonna do the same thing with a reef knot. Unless you're a cheater over there, holding his rope still. Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, I don't know, which one of you was first?
I think it was Nathan.
Okay, well, how about you both of you give me what you might use it for.
We're securing the mast so it doesn't sink when you capsize.
Sure, yeah. Davidson? What was the sort of one bonus one?
Not sure.
What about the
Clue tie down.
clue tie down?
Oh,
There we go. Okay. So, as a sort of tiebreaker, let's see what might be a potential problem with a reef knot. Why might you want to use another knot?
Undone.
It's not very strong.
Right. Okay. So.
If you're not,
Yeah.
if you don't pull it the same.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't pull it the same. That doesn't look much like a reef knot, does it? No. Okay. Well, good job. You learned 2 knots today. And I think everybody gets it. Good.
Fun stuff.
Good job, guys. Okay, so since you guys did such a good job with those 2 knots, you learned them so quickly, I'm going to give you a sort of like a bonus knot to learn. It's called the bowline. Then one of the main uses for a bowline is to make a loop. So obviously you can do that with a reef knot like you just learned, but the bonus of a bowline is that it's really strong and it's much less likely to slip. So it's a little bit trickier, so don't worry if you don't get it right away. It's going to be a little harder to learn than that one. So just hang on for a sec, I'll show you what it looks like first, and then you can practice it. So I'm going to do it looking like you would be, if that makes sense. So like I'm going to do it backwards so that you can see what it would look like from your perspective. Okay, so you're going to make a loop in your rope. You're going to take the one that's on top again. So this time you're going to put it up through the hole. And then you're going to put it around this loop, so behind it, and then back down through the original loop. You're going to take these two in your finger and thumb, and this one in the other hand, and pull them tight. So it's going to end up looking like this little guy, like in a life jacket. See that? Right? And so if you pull it tight, and it's going to make a loop. It's not going to slip. Good? Alright, well, we can do it together, and then give you time to work on it by yourselves. Okay, so first step, make a loop. Yeah, Nathan, try and make it towards you.
Okay.
Good, okay. So now you take the top one and put it up through the bottom, up through the loop. Right. You're going to wrap it around, pull it toward, yeah. And put it underneath this one here. And then back down through the original loop. Take them in your finger and thumb. Oh shoot, I messed that up. Take them, and you're gonna pull it tight. Yeah, Dave, you got it? Eli, or Nathan? Yeah, and Eli? Yeah, good job, guys. Alright, let's see if you can do that by yourselves this time. Took me a lot longer than this to learn it in Fest. Yeah. See? Yeah, that's it. And then Eli? Yeah, bam, you guys got this. Alright, so I guess we'll do the game again. Same deal. Practice again? Yeah, good, probably. That's under and down the hole. Good. Alright. Rope out flat on your lap. Hands on your knee. Alright. On your mark. Get set. Go. I think David was the first one on that one. Okay, what is a use for the bullet? And what's really good about the bullet?
It's good for making a loop in one end of the line, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't slip.
Yeah.
Ever.
Good. Good job, Nathan. And Eli again is just making a bunch of knots. Good job. So yeah, think you guys get it?
Oh yeah.
Already?
I think so.
Good job, guys. It's 3 knots in one day. I'm impressed.